As far as I'm concerned, the weather's perfect. We have 4 seasons, 4 distinct seasons. The winters are certainly going to be a little colder than they were in Texas, but not much snow, little ice.
And much shorter.
And much shorter, much shorter. The summers are not nearly as hot. The highs get into the 80s and the lows are in the 60s. So you have perfect weather for the summers. You have long springs, long falls, which are my favorite seasons.
And a lot of color, like you can see the remains of it outside now.
One of the things I'm looking forward to in the spring is seeing the transition of flowers from the bulbs coming up to the dogwoods and the rhododendron, the mountain laurel. I think from probably early April through the end of June, we're going to have this transition from one gorgeous, beautifully flowering meadow out there, the trees, everything. I can't wait to see that occur. Cummings Cove to me has all sorts of properties from the mountainside to the Gulf View properties, all different price ranges. You can go up on mountaintop and get distant mountain views into Asheville, or you can be snuggled on a lot with trees surrounding you where you just feel like you're living in a tree house. So the variety here is wonderful. We're kind of in the middle where we have gorgeous views out the valley. Every window in our house seems to have a different view of the valley, and you kind of feel almost like you own the valley. I like this particular location because of the views we have, and yet when the leaves are on the trees, we also feel like we're snuggled into a treehouse. So we get both feelings right here in the valley or on this hillside. This is one of our favorite scenes. We're on our back deck here, and you can see the valley beyond us where we love to be out here. It's now the end of October. The temperature today is going to be low 70s. The sun is out. It is just gorgeous. We live in the isothermal belt, which means that the weather really is temperate year-round. We don't get really cold winters. We don't get really hot summers. We do have the 4 seasons, so we enjoy the leaf changes. We have long autumns, long springs, but the weather is just delightful. We have our share of the rain, but that is part of what makes everything so green. Right behind us are a couple of oak trees that were green up until about last week, and they have just become yellow and brown in the past week. We've watched a lot of other trees, the maples and many of the others, turn colors at different times. So it has been a delightful fall for us.